Rocketman is directed by Dexter Fletcher, and it is the story of Elton John, starting from when he was a boy, learning that he's a musical prodigy, all the way through his life, to when he checks himself into rehab and he starts telling this story. That's how the film is framed. It starts with Elton John in rehab, basically using his life story as therapy. He's telling all these people what's happened to him, the things that have happened in his life, the people he's met, and that's what this film is. It's the life story of Elton John told as a musical, which was actually a surprise, because the trailers kept that a secret. They didn't actually tell audiences that this was a full-on musical, because that might turn some people off from seeing this film. Not everyone is a fan of a musical. Lots of people just like musical biopics like Bohemian Rhapsody, but Bohemian Rhapsody wasn't a full-on musical. It's not like Queen broke into song randomly and started singing Queen songs. In this film, it actually uses Elton John's songs to carry the film forward. The characters will just break into song, and that's actually one of the biggest surprises of this film. That was actually really, really fun and interesting to see. Taron Egerton plays Elton John, and he is fantastic. He really sells every different part of Elton John's personality, and he really disappears into the role, and that's one of the hardest things to do. Rami Malek did it with Freddie Mercury, and I was interested to see if Taron Egerton could do it, or if it would just be a caricature, it would be Taron Egerton doing Elton John. But no, you do actually see Elton John and not Taron Egerton. He has to give a really wide range of emotion, because Elton John has some rises and falls, and he goes through some tough times, and there are lots of different emotional situations that Taron Egerton has to find himself in. You can see his enthusiasm for it when he's singing. He does all his own songs, so when he's singing you can just see the passion that he has for it. And if you do any research on his friendship with Elton John in real life, they do lots of duets together. They seem to be really good friends, so Taron Egerton's passion really shines in this film. Again, the musical numbers actually were a massive surprise. They're lots of fun for the most part. Some of them do seem a bit out of place, but the ones that land really well. And most of the time the songs that they're singing actually relate to the drama that's happening in the film. The songs actually move the drama forward and show what the characters are thinking and feeling, rather than just happening for no reason. Also, I'm a big fan of Elton John's music, so lots of these songs really hit me. There are some great goosebump-inducing moments, some really, really great, fantastic moments throughout this film. The direction is also really energetic. The musical numbers are fantastically choreographed. It's great cinematography. It's very razzle-dazzle, in your face, bright colours everywhere. It's very flashy and over the top, and I like that compared to Bohemian Rhapsody. Bohemian Rhapsody had a very sort of traditional, cosy biopic feel. Rocketman is on the complete opposite end of that spectrum. It's very flashy, very in your face, and honestly, I like both styles. I didn't love Bohemian Rhapsody, but I didn't hate it. I enjoyed it. I gave it a B, and I like Rocketman for different reasons that I like Bohemian Rhapsody. They both do some things very well. They both have great lead performances, and they both utilise the band or the singer's songs very well. Rocketman works best as a showcase for Taron Egerton's performance, and as a way of showcasing Elton John's songs in a fun and interesting way as an actual musical. There are some great supporting performances as well, especially Jamie Bell as Bernie Taupin, who writes Elton's songs, and then Elton John comes up with the music around them. I've always loved Jamie Bell, and he's fantastic again here. There are some great moments of drama. Obviously, in a biopic like this, drama's going to happen. You know the singer is going to fall into the pit of drugs and alcohol and sex and violence and all sorts of that. And this film is actually R-rated, and you get to see those things more explicitly than you did in, let's say, Bohemian Rhapsody. So I like that the film didn't pull any punches. It really shows you everything that Elton John did. And it doesn't gloss over certain parts in the way that Bohemian Rhapsody did. There are also some funny moments as well, some nice moments of interplay between Elton and Bernie. Jamie Bell as Bernie Taupin has some funny lines. So yeah, those are the things I liked about the film. Things I didn't really like, it really does stick to the biopic formula. I mean, I'm not sure how it could do any different, because this is real life stuff, but it does stick to that same formula of the singer becomes famous, has a bunch of #1 hits, and then as they get more famous, they fall into the pits of drugs and alcohol and all sorts, and then I don't know, their star doesn't shine as bright as it used to, and then they finally get out of that and they get back to where they once were as a better person. So the film does stick to that formula. And also with biopics, I never really appreciate the time jumps. The film jumps between different parts of Elton John's life, and it basically takes you along with it, and it doesn't really inform you of the things that happen in between. So relationships seem a bit rushed. Characters will be in one place in one time period, and then it'll jump a few years, and we'll see them in a different place, but one of the characters, obviously they would have been fleshed out in real life during those 3 years, but we just meet them in a different place and they don't seem to be any different. I had an issue with the characterization with some people. Relationships aren't really fleshed out that well, and that was an issue with the time jumps. Some of the drama felt a bit repetitive, and it went on for a bit. The film was a bit overlong. Some songs don't really fit very well in the places that they were put in. But overall, this is a very solid biopic. It does have some flaws, but Taron Egerton is fantastic. I love the look, the feel, the musical numbers are fantastic. And yeah, overall, I enjoyed Rocketman. I'm going to give it a B. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Rocketman. If you like Elton John, definitely go and see this film because they really do his songs justice. And Taron Egerton nails his performance. So yeah, if you've seen it, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And until the next time, goodbye.